What you do? Hey, what's happening? It's Up Down Kim. Here we are on our live stream. Got a little music for us today. Uh, little Tim McGraw, "Live Like You Were Dying," because that goes along with our theme today. Live fearless. Hey, while we're at it, I just want to say what a great job we did this last week on knocking out bullying. We did some amazing things. Had close to 100 students at RMMS wearing their blue. I had lots of people reach out on social media saying they were wearing blue. Brandon Russell, I know he was wearing blue. Hey, what's going on? Haley Halford. Hey, good to see you're watching today. Hey, today our goal this week, this theme that we have this week is called live fearless. Live fearless. What does it mean to live fearless? To live fearless is to let go of doubt and worries so you can embrace life's little and sometimes memorable moments. That's what it means to live fearless, guys. How many of you all have anybody out there had something that that's holding them back from achieving greatness? Because from the get-go, our goal here at Up Down Inspirations was to encourage others to achieve greatness. What is it that sometimes hold us back? I think that thing that holds us back is fear. Is fear. And sometimes fear just overwhelms us so much that we lose focus of what we're trying to do. Now I'm gonna get a little preachy here just for a second. One of the things that is motivates me as the Up Down King and motivates the whole thing behind Up Down Inspirations is my belief in a higher being, God, and our Lord Jesus Christ. And I'm just gonna share just a little bit today. I don't want to scare too many folks off, but I'm gonna just share just a little bit. Uh, 2 Timothy 1:7, God has not given us the spirit of fear, but power over and power over it, and the power of love and a sound mind. So God, fear should not have control over us. I totally agree. I totally feel that way. Fear should not have power over us. I'm gonna give you one more, and then we're gonna move on with what we're doing. So Joshua 1:9 says, "This is my command: Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you, and wherever you go." So let's take a look. Take those words to heart. Let's be courageous. So one of the things. Hey, what's going on, Brody? Good to see you, man. Hey, one of the things about being courageous is sometimes we get in our own way because the things that we're most afraid of are holding us back. So I want you guys to think about this. What is your passion? What is it that's your passion? What is it that you're passionate about, and what is it that's fear that's holding you back with fear? Let's see if that helps. Hope y'all can hear me out there. But what is keeping you? What's the main thing keeping you from your passion and your dreams? All right. I'm gonna give it a little personal deal. I've had some tragedy in my life. My dad died at a very young age. He was right about the age of the Up Down King today, and so for the last almost 20 years, so really it's been 16 years. There's this fear in me that am I going to live past the age of my dad? You know, and if I'm not going to, what am I gonna? What do I need to accomplish in my life before it's too late? One of the things I did, I was in the army, and guys, it changed my life because it set me up. What's up? Hey, Stanfield. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, Coach Stanfield. What's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining us today here on Up Down Inspirations. Hey, but back to what I was saying. In the army, I was surrounded by death. Y'all see, I wear this bracelet every day to remind me of a good friend of mine that was killed. in combat, and his name was Joseph Gilmore. Died May of 2007 in combat. And guys, that influenced me a lot because being in the army and as a medic especially, I saw death, and it's made me think all these years, what is it that I'm supposed to accomplish? I survived all these things, and our time is precious. Our time is precious. Um, and then my next question is, in our personal lives, what is it that we really have to be afraid of? Failure will never overtake you if you have a determination to succeed. Okay, if you have a determination, it is impossible to live without guys. It's impossible to live without failing. Okay, it's impossible. Coach Williams will tell you, and the Up Down King's going to tell you that you will fail at one point in your life. What's up, Erica? Good to see you. Great. Thanks for joining in. Hey, but you will fail at one point in your life, and that's okay. Don't be afraid of it. Embrace it. Use it to make you better. That's what we all got. Hey, what's going on, Dunlap? Good to see you, man. Hey, thanks for joining us. But guys, I'm gonna give you some quick tips on how to overcome the fear of failure in particular, because you got to live your life fearless. That doesn't mean go out and do stupid things, but that means you got to go out there and pursue your passions and your dreams, and don't be afraid to fail, because that is where you learn the most, is when you fail. I mean, look at me. I'm a middle-aged white dude here on YouTube doing YouTube live videos. My day's going good, Dunlap. How about you, man? I heard we had a little bit of success at the track meet. That's what I'm talking about right there, is achieving greatness and not afraid to fail. But I'm gonna give you just a few things to help you overcome that fear of failure. And our goal this week is to live fearless. One of the things you got to do is find your passion. One of the things you got to do is find your passion. Man, that's awesome. One of the things you got to do is find your passion. You know, if you're in my class, in any of my classes, IDK is not an answer. Well, IDK can be an answer, because sometimes we don't know what our passion is. So we got to look inside ourselves. What is it that we like to do? What are some things that we want to achieve? What are some goals that we have? Goal setting is important. And it may take time to find it. Erica, when I fell on hurdles, that didn't stop me from doing them again. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, Erica. That's what I'm talking about. Get up and try. Keep going. Keep going. But it may take time to find it, but don't stop searching for your goals and your dreams and your passions, and don't be afraid to pursue them. Once you find out what your dream is, focus your attention. Hey, uh, focus your attention. And reach out and try to achieve those goals. Okay. Study. Change your habits. Change your habits. Pick up good habits. If my goal is, to be successful at shooting 3-pointers, do you think I'm just going to pick up a ball in a game and shoot a 3-pointer and make it? No. You got to put in the time and dedication to achieve success. You can't just decide one day you're going to be successful. You got to do the things that will make you successful. Change your habits. Study. One of the things you can do to help you overcome fear is, number one, study and look at people who have had success at what it is your goal is. Does that make sense? Look at people who have had success, and see what it is that they're doing that they achieve success, and how can I mimic some of that. But don't, by all means, don't stop being yourself. Be yourself, because there's only one of you and one of that person that you're looking at, and you can't be that person. So you need to be you, just like me, the Up Down King. I'm the only Up Down King there is. Okay, so I'm being me. Hey, what's going on, Love? I'm not sure who Love is, but hey, I see you, and thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you're here today. Um, Hey, thank you. Hey, Nunya, what's going on? I don't know who Nunya is, but thanks for joining in. I guess if they wanted me to know, they wouldn't have the name Nunya, right? Hey, we're going through our stats to find out how can we live fearless. How can we go after our passions, our dreams, our goals, and not walk through life afraid of failing? Because failure is not as scary as what we think it is. Hey, um, again, back to that. Be yourself. None you. Hey, there. All right. But hey, be yourself. You can only be yourself, and you can't be anyone else. Hey, thanks, Tanner. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Tanner. I thank you for letting me inspire you guys because this is what I'm all about. I'm here to inspire you. This, believe it or not, this is a dream and a passion of mine to have an outlet to reach out to young people and help inspire them. Thank you, Tanner. I appreciate that. Now, the third thing you got to do to conquer fear is work your plan and change your plan as needed. So you got to focus your attention, develop. So first thing we got to do is find our passion. Second thing we got to do is focus our attention on achieving those things. Third thing you got to do is work our plan and then change it. If it's not working, don't keep doing the same thing. I got a tennis player. I'm not going to name his name. I got a tennis player that he could be a phenomenal tennis player, but he never wants to listen to what coach has to say. And coach tries and tries and tries to reach out to him and say, dude, all you gotta do is just change your serve a little bit. And what does he do? He keeps doing the same things and he's not having as much success as he could have. Because have you ever heard the phrase, uh, don't beat a dead horse? And that's what he's doing. Okay. Fourth, have someone else who can push you and hold you accountable, guys. If Find somebody, if your goal is to be a track athlete, if your goal is to be a mathlete, if your goal is to be the best band person out there, if everywhere, I want to be an awesome tennis player. Hey, that's all. That's what I'm talking about right there. Hey, but find someone to hold you accountable. Find someone to hold you accountable. Find someone, a mentor, a friend, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a spouse, a teacher, a coach, your boss. I go to my boss. Hey, I'll see you later, Tanner. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. You can watch this later on. It'll be posted to Up Down Inspirations. Hey, but guys, sometimes I go to my boss, my principal, and I say, hey, principal. I'm not going to say that person's name on here, but hey, principal, I need some help. I'm having a hard time reaching uh, over 100, Erica. Over 100 wore blue. That's what I'm talking about. But when find someone to hold you accountable. How do you know if you're doing well or you're not doing well if someone's not there to help encourage you and coach you up? I do that all the time. I go to my athletic director, I go to my principal, I go to my wife and I say, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? How, I do that all the time. And so find someone to help hold you accountable. Last but not, I got a couple more steps here, and then we're gonna Haley Halford. My goal is to make others smile. Haley Halford, you do a great job of that. You make me smile all the time. You're one of the brightest, funniest people I know walking the hallways. Recognize fear of number 5. Recognize that you have a fear of failure or uncertainty. Those are all normal, and those can be a catalyst for change. Those can be a catalyst for change. If you fail, take those experiences and make them part of your ability to change and adapt. Hey, what's going on? Pink clouds are awesome. Pink clouds are awesome. Boy, that's a unique name. Pink clouds would be awesome. I haven't seen a pink cloud in a while. I guess that's sunset or sunrise. But use your fear of failure to your advantage. Use your fear of failure to your advantage. And then two more things, and then we're gonna wrap this up. And one of those things is character matters. Character matters, and these are some character qualities that you got to have. Grit. You got to have grit. Okay, you'll never succeed if you don't have the determination and the grit to follow through. Self control. Be in self control. Know that when things aren't going your way, take a deep breath, stop, reflect, be in control of the moment. Um, Zest. You gotta have a zest for what you're doing, a passion for what you're doing. Social intelligence. Know where you're at in your surroundings. If I'm a coach and a teacher, I don't want to be walking around dropping the F bomb and talking like I'm on the street. Okay, not a good idea. If I'm in a professional business setting, I'm not gonna use bad words. If I'm hanging out with my friends, I'm always conscious about in public what my surroundings are, so that I don't say or do anything to offend anyone, because that's important. Now, do we have those personal conversations with each other? Yeah. Okay. Do we have inside jokes with each other? Yeah. But is that something I want to take into a social setting? Not really. Okay. Gratitude. You got to have gratitude, guys. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to talk to you today. You don't understand how important that is to me, that right now I've got 5 and earlier I had 10 people viewing. That just touches me right here. Touches me right here that I have this opportunity to talk to you, and I have this wonderful tool called social media. I can reach out to young people and help them change their lives. Um, Optimism. Be optimistic, positive. I got a coach buddy of mine. He says, there's power in negativity. You don't want to give too many praises, because kids are going to have a hard time. They don't know how to do it. If you're negative uh, quite a bit, then they're going to achieve more, because you're going to push them to. No, guys, be optimistic. Be optimistic. You can be optimistic and realistic. Okay, let me play that out for you. Hey, um, let me play that out for you. What's optimistic and realistic go together? What does that mean? That means my goal is to be an amazing art teacher like Mrs. Ortiz. Hey, Erica, man, you got a lot of goals. That's awesome. Um, Optimistic means that you're thinking positive. Realistic means, hey, if I'm 5'2" and the dude I'm going against is 6'9", I'm not probably going to win a dunk contest against him. Okay, that's realistic. Okay, but optimistic says, you know what? I might be able to get a dunk. I might be able to beat him in a 3-point shooting contest. That's realistic. That's optimistic and realistic. Okay, they go together, guys. Okay, they go together. Optimism and realism go together. Okay, and yes, you can achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. Hey, Logan, thanks, Coach. I'm going to use this and push others to be better athletes. Thank you. See you tomorrow. You bet, buddy. We'll see you. But last but not least, change comes from within inside. Change comes from within inside you. Okay. Nothing's going to change until you want to change. Nothing's going to change until you want to change. It comes from within inside yourself. You can't walk around with the same attitudes and expect change. Okay. So the only way things are going to change is if you change them. And I'm going to leave you with this. Muster up the courage to get started. I'm gonna steal a phrase from a really good friend of mine and a relative of mine, my cousin Bill Williams, coach and great guy. You don't have to get started. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. I want you to think about those words. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Think about that. Hey guys, I'm gonna cut this short today. Thanks for joining in on Up Down Inspirations, Kitchen Conversations. I'm gonna do these every Sunday. If you want to tune in, about 3:30, 4 o'clock every Sunday, if I can. Um, you know, I call it kitchen conversations because, again, the best place to sit down and talk about things is at your kitchen table. Hey, go out there this week, encourage others to achieve greatness. I think this week our color is going to be green later in the weeks. Hey, Josie, great to see you out there today. Hey, guys, and like I always say, Gucci Manucci.